I see dead people. Just playing. This show is going to be extremely awesome and exciting. Wait till we get to it. Back to base, Joe. And just like that, Snap, Jack, and Flash, we're back. First things first, I definitely got to take off these goggles because I'm about to evaporate under these waters.
But I'm sure it's not fogging up.
Oh my God, it was like you have no idea. Like, and then I had to swim 2 miles to get here. I mean, you probably didn't realize.
You need like those windshield wipers on your glasses.
Yeah, you know, something because I can't even
I mean,
see.
when you're supposed to be a G.I. Joe, y'all supposed to be prepared for any terrain.
I am. Hey, look, I'm classic G.I. Joe. I mean, I'm already built like an action figure, so I might as well be Beachhead Joe.
Commando Snake Eyes.
Commando Snake Eyes, baby. Hey, who would win in that fight, though? Beachhead Joe or Commando? Well, nobody can beat Snake Eyes. He's like the GOAT. He's definitely like the GOAT. In the meantime, though, what we are going to do, we got an awesome show for you guys today. We're going to be talking about some throwback issues. All of us have played a good share of video games, and all of us have spent countless nights trying to rebuild the controller we just recently slammed against the wall because the final boss was just so extremely difficult and cheating. You know, we blamed it on the computer. But we're going to talk about who was the worst, who was the most difficult to beat. Then we're going to go into some good old couples battles. You're going to love that one. I ain't going to tell you who they are. We're not going to spoil the surprise, but you're going to love it. But first things first, man. Eric, you're a video game head. What's one of the most difficult fight bosses that you ever had to face? Name the game and the guy.
I think we was talking about this earlier, but Shao Kahn from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, Shao Kahn
Yeah.
was, what? Shao Kahn was completely cheat mode.
And it's like, I grew up in a, later generation. Like, there's not really many fight bosses. Like the final boss they make hard now. They're beatable, but there are characters in games who now are like broken, like they're the go-to, like everybody knows, like this is the person you can spam one move, you could do this, or they have an advantage in some form of way in the game that they can just, be abused. So it's like, I mean.
But hold on, you're talking about guys that you can pick or guys that are just the final boss?
Guys that you can pick.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, but we're talking about you can't pick this guy. It's just like, Shao Kahn before he was a selectable character.
Yeah, before he was a selectable character, from what I understand, he was very, broken with his little shoulder charge.
Yeah, the shoulder charge was incredible. That shoulder charge was crazy. Like, he hit you that like 4 times in a row. Even if you block it, you still be like, oh. And then he'd get hit with the spear. The spear makes you fly back, and in mid-air of being flown back, you getting hit with the sledgehammer. Out of nowhere, too. He pulls that joint out of his back pocket.
Oh,
it's
man.
like, pow!
No, the sledgehammer just came out of nowhere. It's like, where you pulled that from? Just out his back pocket?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like, M. Bison on Street Fighter was probably another one that was difficult.
Bison was vicious,
He was difficult for me. But you know what? Sometimes it's always the second to the last person. So I know sometimes, like, when I play Street Fighter, I always like using Ryu. It was like Ryu Ken, but I always like using Ryu. But Sagat, for whatever reason, was always difficult.
Is his name Sagat or Sagat?
That's a good question.
I think
Tomato,
it's Sagat.
tomato. I don't know. Is it Sagat?
Yeah, I think it's Sagat.
Sagat was always difficult for me, man. Like, to just even get to M. Bison. Like, that's the one that made me slam my controller.
He was a cheater, but he wasn't, because he had the same basic moves, like, and then he was too linear. Like, everything he did was, they were like, tiger, uppercut. Like, if you can anticipate that uppercut, and then when he come down, he's like food to me. As soon as he come down, I'm tearing him up. Let me get it with a 9-piece.
Yeah,
Immediately.
I guess it depends on I guess it depends on the fighter that you choose to fight with. Maybe Ryu was the wrong person to fight with him. I don't know. Maybe I needed Guile or Chun-Li. I don't know.
Should have used E Honda big behind.
Oh,
Yeah,
E Honda. Oh, with the multiple slaps.
Yeah.
With the multiple slaps, but nah. Once you finally get the Bison, all those dudes was getting torn up, man. Bison hit you with the head stomp from like all the way across the screen. He jumped like, it don't matter where you are, he's just gonna jump, man, right on your head, boom. And then if you real nasty with Bison, you're gonna jump on the head, come through with the backflip smack, bow. Once the backflip smack leads right into the foot, the little scissor kick, we like, I don't even know how you hit you with that joint.
Is it that Raul Julia?
Nah, not Raul Julia, because he don't even.
Raul Julia was good at that movie.
He
I don't
was
care
not,
what nobody
man.
says.
Man, Raul Julia, I didn't like his name. Raul Julia.
Pretty fantastic.
Oh my God.
It was pretty good.
What else was he in?
The Addams Family?
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But you know.
Still.
Yeah.
I hate Adam Sandler anyway. They look like a weird couple. Anyway,
That's the whole point.
we're talking about M. Bison and these unbeatable characters. Now, I put M. Bison a little ahead of Shao Kahn because, like, you know, Mortal Kombat, you can just like trick the game. But Street Fighter, it's like even when you try to jump, you can't block in the air. So it's like you'll jump, get just hit with the random kick. It just is super. And then if he hit you with the Psycho Crusher, he can teleport too.
It's game over, man.
It's game over. The man would teleport behind you, hit you with the Psycho Crusher. You'll be dead before the game even registers that you'll be dead. You know what I'm saying? You'll be like,
Always like that. What was it? The bonus round in Street Fighter where you had to destroy the car.
Yeah, break up the car. I never broke the car.
I love.
you doing
that one. You always had to pick the right person.
Doing
to
the
be
Michael
able
Jackson
to,
thing.
Yeah.
He was busting up the
You can
car.
only break the car with E Honda or Chun-Li.
E Honda, I know. I tried to do it with Ryu. All I would just keep doing is the sweep. I would just go up to the car and just keep doing the sweep.
You know why? Because you couldn't hit it with the spin kick because it was too high.
Yeah.
They trick you with that, you
I
know
know.
what I mean?
You always had to do the sweep. I was like, yeah,
Nah,
man.
but you know who else was an impossible to beat character?
Who's that?
Cyber Akuma from Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom.
Akuma's a beast.
Not Akuma, Cyber Akuma.
Oh, I'm
You
not
showed
too
me the
familiar.
footage.
Yeah.
She was out here sending targeted missiles and everything. I didn't even know they did that back in the day. I'm
Fireballs,
like,
targeted missiles. Then he hit you with he throw the joints in the air, be two big joints coming at you at one time. You know what I'm saying? And then like, remember I showed you he does the like uppercut. Like, it ain't just a regular dragon punch. It's like a 3-piece dragon punch from across the screen. And it hits you, it don't even be touching you. You be like, yo, how big is the hitbox? You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
It was
man.
crazy.
you know, I like a challenge, but nothing to where like I'm about to break my console.
I feel you, but the challenging part right now is us taking a quick break. We're gonna pay some bills and we're gonna be right back.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
And it has begun once again. So we're talking about the hardest guys to beat. You know, the hardest guys to beat.
Yeah.
Now, what was
games
so
in
hard to
general.
you about, who did you just mention?
And Bison.
Yeah. Like, if you picked the right character, who was like, how'd you get around it?
I don't know, man. Like M. Bison, it's just like with those bosses, it's always hard to hit them because first of all, they're always blocking, so it's like they're always on the defense. So and then it's just like, because M. Bison is so big, like you say, sometimes he'll do that jump and then like that stump kick or whatever he does.
Nah, you don't usually get me? That little slide he just like,
Yeah, the slide and everything.
the little trip jump.
And then it's like, so you gotta be nice with your hand coordination on the remote, because sometimes like you'll try to block, but you need to block and kneel to block the slide.
The crotch-
and
the
then
crouch block.
but if you block when you're high up, he's still going to get you, and it's just like, it was just way too.
I don't know though,
difficult.
because like Shao Kahn, he didn't have a whole bunch of cut cards, dog. He just walked right to you. Like I never seen him back up. He never retreats.
Nah, he was just a brute. He, like you said, he just come after
He don't
you.
really do a whole bunch of
Where
blocking.
he sit there and taunt you.
I know. I'm like, come on.
Oh, remember
dude.
he hit you with that kick, that body kick? You fly across the screen like, pathetic. Yo, pathetic. Here, look at you.
Oh man.
Wimp. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wonder who did the voiceovers for that.
Oh man.
I don't
He
know,
just-
but I know he needs to be paid handsomely. That's all I know.
Yeah, them joints.
Yeah.
Do you remember? I don't know if it was everybody's Mortal Kombat game, but
What's
you
that?
might uppercut somebody, and there would be some random dude in the club, be like, "Toasty."
Oh, be like toasty.
Oh, that's what he was saying.
yeah, he was saying.
Oh, I thought he was saying, "Toasty." I didn't know what he was saying. I just know he pop up out of nowhere.
they
You remember
added
this?
him.
Nah.
Because in the new Mortal Kombat, they have a fight stage where you can pick, and it's called like Retro Arcade. And it's like you're playing in like a little you're fighting in like an arcade stage, right? And then if you uppercut somebody on that stage, they'll make that sound, toasty.
And it'll come from like the bottom right corner out of nowhere, like, "Toasty." Like, who is
That's
this dude?
funny.
You know what I'm saying?
That's hilarious.
Man, Mortal Kombat though, it definitely had the worst like combos like that you can't get out of.
Oh yeah. Like the combo in Mortal Kombat. Oh yeah, those combos. Like once them joints start and you get that first punch, you ain't getting out of it until it's over.
Yeah.
And
I
don't-
say it's only gotten worse through time, because at least in the new Mortal Kombat, I don't know about y'all, but I hate Sub-Zero. I hate Sub-Zero and Scorpion.
How you talk about my man
I
like
don't
that?
care if
Boy,
they
like Sub-Zero's a
This
classic.
needs to be said, okay? They're not even the main characters of the game, but everybody just loves them. Me personally, well, I don't care what game I'm playing, Mario, Sonic. I don't like playing the main characters. I don't, because I feel like it's a cop-out. Because every game, they make him the best character, they give him the best powers, or they give him something cheesy. Sub-Zero, he freezes me, and then I can't move, and then...
I mean, but how do you get hit with that free? That just comes like, it's like extra slow.
It's how people mix it up. That's what really gets
That's
it.
that's the beauty of it.
That's the yeah.
Or actually, I remember it was a move. And they put Sub-Zero in Injustice, which is the DC fighting game. I don't know why Sub-Zero is in Injustice. He would freeze his body, right, and step back. So if you touch that little decoy,
Oh, I
you
used to
would get
love that
frozen.
move. Yeah, where he would freeze and then you
So
could,
you
he
part of the
could flip
problem.
out of that.
You know what? If I didn't know better, it sounds a little bit like hate over there, man.
Yeah, a
How
little
you hating
bit,
on
a little
Sub-Zero?
bit.
Yeah, it is. I'm not ashamed.
It's fun.
I used to like
saying-
Cyrax and Sector. Those are my those
The
are
robots.
Yeah, oh,
I did. I
I
like
might
that.
have to bring the game so I can punish y'all right quick. 'Cause if you pick either of them two characters, you food to me.
I mean, I don't know, man. There was a lot of great characters in
Okay.
Mortal
People just
Kombat.
do the ice slide. They Scorpion. They just teleport. Ooh, I can't fight, so I'm gonna teleport from one side to the next side until I just get the drop on you.
I hate that move, to be honest with you.
It's stupid.
I like when I used to play Mortal Kombat. I used to like pick. You know how you get the options to pick, like the 3 different variations.
Yeah.
I'd pick the variation where they don't have a whole bunch of special moves. He just had the 2 swords. And I'd punish you like in a couple of seconds. It's like it's so funny because all his moves would double up. Like he hit
It's
you with
like-
the sword twice.
I've played
he'd
it-
sweep and then slice.
Yeah.
Like so you'd never see it coming. Cause you picked the weak Scorpion. Like all right.
I played it so
2.5
much to
minutes
where
later, you
like
throwing a
I've
controller.
conditioned myself to be ready for that teleport. So every time they teleport, I block low, because then your character automatically turns around. I block it, uppercut him, combo.
Yeah, but see, you can't just do the teleport. You gotta kind of mix it up. I'd run towards you. I'd either do a jump kick, and like I wouldn't do a sweep because the sweep leave you vulnerable because you know you got some like recovery time. You do a jump kick, you block it, and then I do like a low kick and a high punch, and I probably try to do an overhead shot, and then I immediately do the teleport, and then I hit you with the what's the name with the spear.
Oh,
and then you
don't get me started on that
the
spear.
spear is vicious.
Oh my god.
But see, you don't know how to play for real because all those moves.
I do. I just hate it because people spam it.
Look, see, then you gotta make them pay.
I do.
If you
They get a
spamming something-
fatality after every game. Yep. Or brutality
Oh, man, I
if
don't
I'm
even
feeling
do that.
generous.
I go near you and just start doing stuff, like gloat, taunt you.
Remember when Mortal Kombat put in the friendship? Instead of doing instead of like doing a fatality, you could just do friendship. It's like friendship.
And they do
Like
some-
friendship.
Yeah,
Like,
and they do some goofy little thing. I don't know.
like give you
Yeah.
a flower or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
I-
gotta use balloons
In
or
the new
something.
Mortal
to come
Kombat,
out.
I think
Yeah.
Sub-Zero, he pulls up with like an ice cream cart.
Yeah,
he
yeah,
has
yeah.
to do ice cream or something like that. I don't know.
They
So
make it stupid.
Yeah,
was
it's,
corny.
It's better than the babalities.
Oh, yeah.
Oh goodness!
I turned
Oh, I
into a
forgot
baby.
about that.
It's like it's got to be
was-
something illegal about
I remember
that.
when they had the one where Jade was on the pole doing the pole dance at the end of the match. Yes, they had that in Mortal Kombat 9.
What?
Really?
Yes.
Wow, that's crazy.
I gotta get it. Oh my girl, I love Jade. I actually like that name too, man. Jade. If I married a
Yeah.
woman, it should be named Jade. I'd make her wear green and stuff all the time.
You know who was whack, but I actually kind of like the way they look, and I think is Baraka with the
He's not whack, he's
knives.
actually pretty good.
Baraka.
Yeah, Baraka with the like.
Barack Obama?
No.
No,
President.
he would have the knives that come out of his arms. I thought that was cool, and but yeah, I don't know, man.
Oh,
like
that's
he-
a cool cover too. Baraka and Melina.
You reek with desire.
Submit to the fuckers, Ragadan.
I will never mate with you, Baraka.
She was crazy.
yeah, Melina was wild. Yeah,
She was crazy. Would you
Yeah.
date her?
No.
We're gonna say that question for later. We'll be right back with that one. Yeah.
Found my heart out there in the open. Trees make you feel smaller. Can't help but get lost again. If I need a break, know where I'm going. Where the water's flowing, I'd rather be floating. If it's something I can count on to be free. If it's one place
Feel the beat of nature at a park or forest near you. Find a forest and music inspired by nature at discovertheforest.org.
And they spring back into action. Wouldn't it be great to have like theme music and a narrator?
That'd be cool.
Like just for your real life. Like you be at the bank. It's Brian at the bank. Eric goes to McDonald's.
You know who I want as a narrator?
I'm not going to
Everybody would
McDonald's.
pick Morgan Freeman. I want Liev Schreiber.
Who is that?
That's the dude from Scream 2. He was Sabretooth in the Wolverine movie. Because he does a lot of voiceover stuff.
Really?
He voices over a lot of documentaries. Yeah. I
Hold up,
want
the Wolverine movie, like Logan?
No, you're talking about the first
the
X-Men
origin
movie?
or the first?
No, not Tyler Mane from the Liev Schreiber that was in the terrible Origins.
Oh, Ray Donovan.
No, Ray Donovan. That's his name.
Yeah, Ray Donovan.
I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
even know his real name. That's Ray Donovan.
He does voiceover for like documentaries.
Really?
I want him to be my narrator.
I want Kevin Conroy.
There you go.
Shoot, man. If I had to have a narrator, it definitely would have to be my man David Carradine.
David Carradine. Really?
Yeah, man. Do you hear that? The way he talks, like look at him in Kill Bill.
Kill Bill, he's cool. Yeah. He does kind of have like that smooth, sultry type of voice.
That's
yeah.
Bill.
Hello, kiddo.
How did you find me?
I'm the man.
That's Kill Bill, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, David
Bill.
Carradine. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna...
Him or like what's my man from King of New York?
Christopher Walken.
Yeah, Christopher Walken, man. The way he
Christopher
talks is
Anthony, you
unparalleled.
stepped in the world today.
Okay. From here on, nothing goes down unless I'm involved. No blackjack, no dope deals, no nothing.
I can't even do.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna try to do Christopher Walken,
Yeah,
but I can't.
don't
I can't
butcher
do it. I can't do it justice enough. So
Yeah.
nah, I'm not going to try.
Like the guy's gotta be.
He's got to be.
My son, Jim. Y'all know about that. You'll probably guess it.
But you know who
But no, let's get back to one thing though. We
Who we got?
haven't chosen a final boss leader. Like, is it gonna be out of those three guys y'all named? Is it gonna be Bison? Is it gonna be Cyber Coon, which you didn't even touch on like that? But I think Cyber Coon will mop both of them. But as far as the gameplay,
Yeah,
it would have to be between Shao Kahn and Bison.
I'm taking Bison. I mean, Mortal Kombat. That's my game. I love Mortal Kombat, but I think I'm going with M Bison as far as difficulty. Yeah.
How about you?
I say Shao Kahn.
You're wrong.
Shao Kahn.
You are wrong. Because like I said, like you can, at least in Mortal Kombat, if you hit him, it's gonna take some energy. With Bison, if he block, it doesn't go anywhere. You know what I'm saying? And the man can teleport. So we're giving it to
He's just
Bison.
a fly. Like,
But what's the most difficult, like this game period you ever played?
Oh goodness. Ooh.
most difficult game.
Yeah. Like, have you ever really beat Ninja Turtles? The arcade version?
Nah.
Have you?
That's a difficult one.
Nah,
That is impossible
I've only
to beat.
played it like twice.
What? Oh yeah, you're not.
only
You're not.
played it
Super Mario
He might get
3
kicked off the
was
show
pretty
for that. He
difficult.
only played it twice.
I've only
man.
played the remastered version.
Yeah, there's some classic ones.
Yeah.
There's some classic.
So you
one-
even never got to the Baxter level where you getting hit with all the little mouse drones or whatever they called?
And that don't require. I can only imagine how people felt like back in the day when you actually had to put tokens in the machine.
Oh yeah. It definitely frustrated
And
you. You
basically-
go through a whole roll with $5 in like 20 minutes.
Yeah,
Some of them boxing games. I remember Rocky. I don't know if you guys. This was old, man. This
Rocky
was,
had a video game?
There was a video game Rocky. This was like back in like the late
It's
80s.
probably doo-doo.
Yeah, probably so. But,
like, ugh,
but
my
that,
God.
that was hard. That was hard.
Was it
'Cause
harder than Mike Tyson's Punch Out, the original?
Mike Tyson's Punch Out was pretty hard to beat. But the Rocky
Ball
joint,
Bull, you know what I'm saying? Soda Pop Pensky, Mr. Sandman. Before you even got to Mike Tyson, the last four lineup was like impossible to beat.
Yeah, they were hard.
You know what I'm
Especially,
saying?
I just never liked that POV version, like playing it from the POV, and then like playing in the arcade where you actually have to like swing your arms and.
Oh no, that's like the new version. The old one from Nintendo was dope, but you know what
Yeah.
game used to be super hard?
Was a
People never give it credit. You ever played Mega Man?
I hadn't heard about it.
I've heard of it, but I never played it before.
Oh man,
heard
you
about
guys
it.
are
Mega
not
Man
throwback
used to be.
at all. You said you were a Shinobi fan too. You can't
Yeah,
even,
I like Shinobi.
I went. I got through Shinobi in a day.
Nah.
I ran through Shinobi in one day.
Man, there was a level on Shinobi where you get, because this is one of those side scroll games, and at the end of each level you have to fight a boss. At the end of one level, one of the bosses was a helicopter. I don't know. And I remember you had to like jump and throw the ninja star at like a point at one of the front parts of the helicopter, and then like it would explode and go down. I remember that was difficult for me because it was hard for me to jump and throw the ninja star to hit that exact point.
You know what game was super hard? He probably never played. It's a classic too, and you can't put in any cheat code.
What was
to play
that?
it. Contra.
Contra? Oh yeah.
Nah,
There's no way you could beat it with just 3 men. There's just no way. It's impossible.
That's the
many
up, down, left, right, B, A, select, start.
For those who never knew that code, there you have it.
There you go. That's it right
30
there.
men.
I don't
And
know.
you need every bit of them. I mean, I never seen anyone beat that game or even get remotely close to beating it with just the 3 men. Because, like, you get touched once and you die.
Yeah, Contra was, I mean, that was just, you just knew it. You always put that code in. Once you knew it, I mean, you never play Contra with just 3 men. It's like, oh, Contra?
Yeah.
It's like right at the beginning screen, you put that in.
That's the only place you can do it, too.
Yeah,
You gotta hurry up and
put
do
it
it.
right at the beginning screen and you good to go. Yeah.
Yeah, that joint was crazy, man. But nah, you know, I do want to talk about this though, because I mean, like, it's unanimous though, even though you picked somebody else, but it's unanimous. It's Bison. You know what I mean?
I guess I've been
Perfect.
Not better,
Flawless
Not better than
victory.
Toasty.
Nah, perfect is better than Toasty.
No, it is.
It is, man. Like out of nowhere, perfect. You know what I'm saying? And it's better than flawless.
Yeah, perfect. No, perfect is. I mean, look, they use it now in memes. You hear it all.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's like, come on now.
Curious about it.
I prefer Shang Tsung's, one-liners than Shao Kahn's. This is just me, you know.
I mean, his one-liners throughout the fight were cooler. Cause Bison ain't had no rap. He don't got no rap. But
I didn't need to say nothing.
Yeah, he's the one saying perfect at the end though.
Perfect.
Perfect. Because he's the one, he punishes you real quick. And look, he'll get you out of there quick too. Like if you playing it on like hard difficulty,
Yeah.
the match ain't gonna, it's like a 90-second fight, 99 seconds. You'll get down to 87 seconds and you already lost. Bison getting you the business in 87, like what's that? 12 seconds? Easily.
Dude, Bison's a newer game.
Man, we gonna come back to that. This man just said they don't even fight.
Perfect. Get him out of here.
3,
Charlie, you're gonna be
4.
late.
Charlie. Charlie.
Hey, Invisiner. Wait!
Slow at work.
We can't live like this.
I wonder why that is. This man talking about Bison ain't the best. Anyway, we got to ask you a question, Eric.
Yeah.
We definitely want to ask you a question. This is the moment the people have been waiting for.
I doubt that, but okay.
If you were to match up Elastigirl and Mr. Incredible
Yes.
versus Mr. Fantastic and Sue. What's her last name?
Sue Storm,
Storm. Sue
Invisible Woman?
Storm.
the Invisible Woman.
The Invisible Woman. Who would win?
So, my 10-year-old self is inner child is screaming, "Oh yeah, The Incredibles, The Incredibles." That was like my favorite. Like that's one of my favorite Pixar movies.
Oh yeah.
They don't got help from the rest of the family because then you'd have to call in a whole Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Just the 2 married couples.
See, like I said, I want to say deep down The Incredibles just because that amazing theme song, but Invisible Woman alone is a cheat code. Like she like she
Really?
yes.
How?
Yes,
Because-
what else does she do?
What
She
does
can
she do?
create force
Everything is-
fields around people's heads and suffocate them. She can create force fields around people's hearts and basically burst their chest.
If they're not strong. And if they literally just stand there. But if you touch her during this process in any way, that breaks the force field.
Yeah, but it's like Mr. Fantastic is like one of the smartest people in the Marvel universe. Like he's top 5. So
Well, you got 2 elastic people. You got Mr. Fantastic and Elastigirl, so that kind of evens out a little bit. But then you have probably one of the strongest men in the world versus Elastigirl, who you say could, put force fields around people's heads and hearts and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
He'd ball her up and throw her into orbit somewhere.
Yeah, and Elastigirl, I mean, she's got to use her
You
hands
gotta
to
find
create.
her first.
He'll find her. Like, one thing about Mr. Incredible is, like, he's one of them superheroes brute strength and all that, but he definitely wasn't dumb either. You know what I'm saying? And his lack of being super smart got right to the point. He'll just find you. He's you know what I'm saying, and crush you. You know what I'm saying?
I guess.
Look what happened when in the cartoon when he put Mr. Incredible in there with that little machine.
Oh, the robot. He felt that. I mean,
And
that
he
was
punished
dumb
that
luck.
joint.
That was dumb luck because he accidentally he saw like something happen. He's like, oh well, it's going to destroy itself. Let me just find a way to destroy itself. Had he not had that moment, he probably would have died. Mind you, all those versions of those robots killed all the other superheroes up to that point.
Yeah, but exactly my point. None of them was Mr. Incredible. And I give Fantastic some credit. He's all right, but he's always been weak. Look at I've never seen him win a fight.
Yeah, I didn't know that about Sue Storm, that she could do that as far as like with force fields, because with her powers, it seems like she's more defensive than anything else. But even with that, if you put Elastigirl up against her, she's got to use her hands to create those force fields. So Elastigirl, she can just stretch out and just stretch her hands apart, and she can't use her powers.
Yeah.
So then she's taken out of the joint.
And no matter how far she goes, Elastigirl just gonna hit her with the long jab, bing, bing, bing,
Yeah.
range, bing.
She gonna wrap them big legs around her neck.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You already know how she gets down.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Nah, I'm taking Mr. Incredible.
I was
Yeah,
taking
Incredible.
Fantastic Four.
Incredible.
Well, at least Mrs.
They even got a better name. You got Fantastic or Incredible.
Potato. Like,
You know what I mean? Mr. Incredible's a man's man. That Mr. Fantastic's more like
a man's man. Wasn't he out of shape?
So what? He got old. Well, keep on living, you're going to get old and eventually you're going to get out of shape.
It doesn't take away the strength though, because you saw like even when he was a little overweight, he could still pick up.
My man threw a whole Buick at somebody. at least 2 miles in the air. I got you. I'm going for your key. Word. Bow. You know what I'm
He
saying?
threw his own car at a point.
The whole car
There
at
you
you.
go.
You know what I'm saying?
There you
But
go.
look, let me ask you. We're gonna take it outside the boundaries of reality for a second.
Mm-hmm.
You remember Mr. and Mr. Smith?
Oh yeah.
That was a killer couple, right?
Yeah, they're pretty good when they're not trying to kill each other.
Yeah, pretty decent couple. You know what I'm saying? Pretty tough, pretty badass.
Yeah.
But what if they were to just somehow end up in outer realm?
Okay.
And they gotta face the power couple of your favorite character, Baraka, and his boo, Belita.
I don't even think that's his boo.
That's-
he just be working with her because she looked like him, I guess.
They
I don't
kind
know.
Yeah, they
This
got
is
the
what it
same-
sounds like when doves cry. When they see each other, they probably was like, "Ugh."
I mean,
Baraka and
considering
Melina.
two
You're taking two mortal humans who are assassins that are good at their jobs, going up against like these supernatural creatures.
I mean, when you think about it,
I don't
though,
know about that one.
End of the day, like they're not bulletproof. And one thing about
That's
Mr. and
true.
Mrs. Smith, they definitely gonna open fire on you. Remember they was in the warehouse. And
No,
Brad Pitt was killing all the people?
I get it.
They
I
are
get
not
it.
playing no games.
Yeah, but at the same time, they ain't never seen nothing like Baraka.
What you
Baraka
mean? Like
and,
all those type of movies are
He
funny.
gonna bum rush him.
Yeah, I know. They ain't gonna- they ain't
all
gonna-
those movies are hilarious because even like all the little monster joints, Scream, Jaws, whoever. If you put somebody with fully automatic weapons in the scenario, like the whole situation is different. I guarantee, if it breathes, it bleeds, you can kill it. You know what I'm saying?
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Go to places and topple governments, bro. Trust me, I think they'll mop up.
Okay,
I don't know.
well, what about if we take Black Widow and Hawkeye versus Mr. and Mrs. Smith?
That's
a good
interesting.
fight. That's a good fight. I don't know.
You know what? I think I'm taking Black Widow and Hawkeye.
Why?
I don't know. They just have more experience. I mean, look,
Fighting aliens, that's-
Yeah, they fight aliens. I mean, look, they've been.
Again, no, don't nobody shoot at them for real. Like you don't see bullets. Look what happens whenever Black Widow getting shot at for real. She runs.
But it's a skill set. I mean, people sleep on Hawkeye, but you look at his skill set
He
with
got
the,
a
with
bow and
the
arrow.
Yeah, but he was
Exactly.
like,
Exactly.
and he was hitting targets, not looking at him.
And then they gonna catch him off guard because Mr. and Mrs. Smith gonna be arguing the whole time while they trying to fight.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they might do that. They might get into a quick scuffle. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
so-
fight each other a little bit.
You know.
I just
Oh
couldn't.
no, but that's a cool fight.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that one.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
but
I'm gonna give
picking-
it up for Big E on that one, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But there's no winner on that, you know? But we're gonna have to pick that one up on another episode because I do want to revisit that fight. But in the meantime, folks at home, please stay tuned to our next episode and support the brand or whatever good old branding we could do for this show. You know what I'm saying? But back to base, Joe.